one of my concerns was before I came down here watching the news, was seeing that the Crips and the Bloods had a truce going on. The Black Gorilla family had a truce going on. And it seemed like it was a big problem in the press. They was like, why are the thugs getting together? Why are y'all dealing with gangsters and gangbangers and boom? Those was the ones that calmed down the unrest when it was really, really, really about to pop off. They was in the streets. They was getting the youth together to leave, to move, and not be on the front line like that. They got them all together. They got them to put the bricks down, to stop throwing the stones at police, every car that was riding by. They did that. So why aren't they embracing the community of the so-called root of all the evil and the gangsters? They getting together. If they could have a truce, why is there no truce between the police officers and the community? When is that truce gonna come? Who's the bigger people then? The ones you're looking at as the evil is the ones that's getting the kids together and stopping them from tearing the city down. So it's like, who's wrong and who's right? Who's the leaders and who's the ones that you point the finger at like is the problem when they are the solution for getting it together? If you're not in the projects and knowing the pain, if you're not in the streets and knowing what the youth is going through, you're not gonna know when it's gonna pop off. You're not even gonna know it's gonna happen. And that's what happened here. They weren't prepared for it. Now they have to get prepared by training the youth and giving them stuff to do. It's nothing for the kids to do. They mad and they not afraid of police no more. So that's the worst thing to have when you have children out there with hearts of steel that have no emotions, no scares, no fears. Then they will do anything and everything to be heard. And that's what's going on right now.
Is that why they're not
scared? It's the desire of being heard and tired of being beat down. You can only get pushed and stomped and beat in a corner before you start fighting back.
What Martin Luther King say? Martin Luther King.
Turn the other cheek. That's dead with him.
Nah,
that's dead with him. It ain't no more turning no other cheeks. You smack me on my side, I'm not giving you the other cheek no more.
Word up.
It's not happening. So we here to show them, yo, we can get together and rebuild the town and rebuild the sense of trust. But we need the city and the government to be a part of that. They have a voice, they hear, they hear. The youth is like, could y'all listen to us? They just want to be heard.
Martin Luther King said that, you know, rioting is the language of the unheard. You know, if you don't listen to the people of the city, especially the youth, like the old proverb said, like I said in there, if you do not use the youth to help you build up the city, they will one day burn it down. And that's what's going on right now in Baltimore. And if Baltimore gives, right now the rest of the world is watching Baltimore. The rest of the cities like Baltimore around the country, like Newark, New Jersey and Cleveland, Ohio, and so on and so on, they're waiting for the green light in Baltimore. If Baltimore is not heard, then the rest of the city will feel like, the rest of the country will feel like their voice will fall on deaf ears too, and then it's going to be more than just Baltimore.
And trust, this is the reason why we're here, because one thing nobody is thinking about and seeing what's going on, people are frustrated throughout the whole nation about Baltimore. They having their own unrest and protest. So if you think about it like this, if it pops off in more than one town at the same time, ain't enough National Guards. You understand? So we better start fixing it right now, or it's gonna be straight, the whole country gonna be militarized.
Whether you from Baltimore or not, you better help Baltimore.
It's gonna come to your town real soon if you don't help it.
We out here moving. The movement is called BeMoreUnited.org. It's a coalition of many different organizations, grassroots and above. We in Annapolis fighting legislation, the Law Enforcement Officers Bill of Rights, and other legislation to tighten up and get the Civilian Review Board more teeth. This is a statewide issue. This is not a Be-More issue. This is not a Baltimore issue. This affects Annapolis. This affects PG County, Baltimore County, Howard County, and all of the above in Maryland. So if wherever you're from, get with us. This is a statewide issue. It's a statewide crisis and emergency. National Guard not out here for nothing. It's a crisis and emergency, and play it and treat it just like it is. You hear them choppers, you hear them birds, they ain't out here for nothing. It's a war zone going out here in Baltimore, and it'll be a war zone right where you at if you don't get your city and your state right. I love everybody out there. Peace.